Paul Goldsmith holds a Master of Arts in History from the University of Auckland, awarded in 1996. His thesis was on the 19th century missionary William Colenso. He has no law degree, no experience in law, no record of bar admission. Colenso, by the way, was a Cornish missionary who arrived in Aotearoa in 1834 to run the Church Missionary Society. I have covered the Church Missionary Society in my Christian Zionism series. This man came to Aotearoa as part of a colonial missionary project with the goal of converting the Maori to Christianity and subordinating them to the colonial order the British were building. The CMS, as I establish in the Christian Zionism piece, which you'll get here, was the propaganda arm of the East India Trading Company. It was not neutral, it was not religious. Colenso was an operative, a Cornish man who arrived with a CMS printing press. CMS was the Cultural Technology of Dispossession, the religious cover for the transfer and seizing of Maori land to hand it to the Crown. Goldsmith studied Colenso through his own cover story. His lens is the one that frames the CMS operative as a complex figure, a man of science and a recorder of the treaty, a scholar. That framing reproduces the colonial cover story, that these were missionaries, not operatives of the East India Trading Company. Goldsmith looked at a man carrying an imperial printing press to convert and subordinate local people and calls him a scholar and a man of letters. That is the worldview that Goldsmith was indoctrinated into. It is the worldview that lets a man today rewrite Maori title law against the courts and calls it governance. What Goldsmith gets wrong is the same thing at every stage of his career, and it's the same thing that the CMS was designed to do. He tells the story from the perspective of the people who did it, who committed the harm, and he hides who paid for it. He writes hagiographies of power. A hagiography is the biography of a saint written to glorify. The Labour historian Ross Webb has publicly characterised Goldsmith's biographies of John Banks, Don Brash and Sir William Gallagher as hagiographies of the figures associated with New Zealand's 1980s right-wing economic reforms. Neoliberal. He writes about rich and powerful men with the goal of glorifying them.